Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Massive results yesterday, of course, as people say. And must have been devastated yesterday. Chin up. Listen, Liverpool are out. Arsenal are out. So Manchester City are favorites to win the FA Cup again. Can Chelsea stop them? Listen, there is the slot that Liverpool are out. We're going to talk about the games. I wanted to discuss a couple of things with the people actually from yesterday. Liverpool are finished. I think Arne Slot will get sacked on Thursday, in my opinion. Genuinely. Chelsea played well yesterday. Andre Santos is the pick of the bunch yesterday, and I said that yesterday. Looks good. However, there is a talk about Manchester City and Arsenal. Are Manchester City reaching the levels that Arsenal haven't reached this season? And also Liverpool and Arne Slot. Now talk about Liverpool carrying Mohamed Salah. That Liverpool are carrying the likes of Van Dijk. Liverpool are carrying the midfield. You're carrying too many people. And are this team capable of going back to their best is something that I wanted to ask. And big up everyone that joined us, of course, from Hussam. Why Forza Roma? Roma is not even in competition with us. I'm doing a watch-along for the Inter versus Roma later today, of course. Why Forza Roma? I don't understand. Slot in. Okay, I'm going to do something that might be piss people off as well. Slot in is right here. So slot in, right? Here you go. Slot in, slot for life, contract for life. That's slot. Why? Why do you want me sweating sweating like a dog today? Why? Slot in. Slot in. And I wanted to start with Liverpool, actually. There is a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about before we go to the Arsenal and Man City and all this stuff. Can we stop the freaking... Can we hit that? By the way, there's 180 people. I'm going to do a giveaway, right? I'm going to do a giveaway in the middle of the show. If we hit 200 likes in the middle of the show, I'm going to do a giveaway. And then I can do another giveaway at the end of the show. Like I did it yesterday. So can we get the likes up? Hit the like button. Let's get to 200 likes. And then let's start there. You know what I mean? So, oh my God. Listen, I'm telling you one thing, guys, to be honest with you. On the watch along, I believe that we will win, but the team might let me down as usual lately. with Lautaro Martinez back with Bastoni and Barella. But the watch along, I'm gonna do the watch along, hoping that we win. If we fucking don't win, you're spamming. You fucking stop spamming 4-0. Why you don't, يا أخي? Why you don't support Inter, يا أخي? What did Inter do to you in your life for you to say Roma? Fuck Roma, bro. Come support Inter with me. Why you all want to support? Someone said, pretend I'm Hamza. Have some shame. Inter today will win. I refuse to believe that we will lose. It will be epic if we fucking lose today. I think Khalas, football is fucking finished. Who's hurt? Why I'm hurt? I don't understand. Because I'm hurt because Arsenal. Inter will win the league, inshallah, and it will be all right. The watch along will be epic anyway. Later, 7:45 UK time, the game starts, and it's gonna be ridiculous. If we lose that game, it will be. I can't even think about losing that game. Anyway, I can't think about losing this game, bro. Even Chelsea fans don't care anymore. The Chelsea fans are like, yeah, hopefully we'll get Champions League. We have Rosenior. You might start watch tennis. I love football too much not to watch football. I love football too much not to watch football, to be honest with you. I like it so much not to watch football. But he needs to be more excited. I'm thinking about watching La Liga now. I'm thinking about watching La Liga. Osama Zert, of course. Liverpool fans never thought that they would lose 4-0 to Manchester City. 4-0, bro. Do you understand how damning that is? From Liverpool going from the club era and winning the league last season to this season. I'm going to tell you something that me and Osam were talking about. Right? Some Liverpool fans yesterday they have acted normal after losing 4-0. Like they have acted, yeah, we lost 4-0. Hope the manager will go. But we know Man City will play at the Etihad. I think this is fraudulent. The 4-0 against Man City, regardless of Liverpool and who they are, it's absolute and who you are playing, Manchester City are absolutely ridiculous. Because you're not in the same situation as Roma. Roma's never going to win the league. You know that, right? You know that Roma aren't winning the league, so you aren't. But when did Liverpool reach a level where losing 4-0 to Manchester City is okay? It's beyond me. Do you know what I mean? It's beyond me. 4-0, and it's not a seismic news. It's not news that everyone need to talk about. Like, there is not like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. 4-0 for this Liverpool team at the Etihad is so embarrassing that I think that people aren't thinking about how damning that is. And it's not like Man City were like celebrating, like, oh my God, this is beyond the world. It looked like after the game yesterday, people spoke about it and people fucking moved on. Everyone is talking about Arsenal losing to Southampton, which is embarrassing, right? Everyone is talking about Arsenal losing to Southampton and Liverpool losing because of Arne Slot. You know what I mean? Yes, you have been shit all season, Aaron, but not 4-0. I don't think if Inter, we were shit for a while, bro. Number one, you are the champions of last season. It doesn't matter who plays for Liverpool if you have injuries. Losing 4-0 is a seismic that I think that it is like the fact that Arne Slot isn't spoken about today as he must be sacked, right? Is a disaster. And don't tell me that you lost to the prime Man City. Man City are in prime. Man City are in prime. Like Man City aren't reaching a level of prime that people are, yeah, you know what I mean? This is the Liverpool of the 2012 or 13 versus the Centurion Man City. At that time, if this is the difference between the two teams, 4-0 might be acceptable, even though 4-0 is never acceptable. But to talk about this as it's, yeah, we went to the Etihad, we lost 4-0, and Arne, we started well, and then we ended. And I'm like, bro, how embarrassing that is. And it's not only because of the manager. It is because there is many other things that happened in the game. Like to say that it's not good enough after the game from the players is disgusting. It should be, this is an embarrassing result. This is a disaster. I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you something. I think he should be sacked right after the game. Right after the game. Like he should have been sacked right after the game, Arne Slot. And I think it's embarrassing to players like a Van Dijk, Salah, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, going to the fans and asking them to cheer up. Bro, you should be apologizing. You should be on your knees. The away fans that traveled to Manchester, I know it's only 35 miles, and actually went to support you, and you put in that performance, that casual performance. You know, when Pep Guardiola is little bro in Liverpool after the game by speaking very well about them, blah, 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 and all the stuff, I felt that after the game, people thought that there is, yeah, that's Saadi. That's the difference in the two teams now, because Man City won against Arsenal 2-0, and now they're winning against Liverpool 4-0. Yeah, that's okay. There are players actually that I'm not sure if, are they going to be able to come back from this? Like the likes of Ekitike, as good as he was this season in the beginning, are we seeing now an Ekitike? Can we call Ekitike a purple patch player? Can we call Ekitike that was just a purple patch? He's not amazing. Can we do that? Can we say that Ekitike is not as good as we think he is? Because I'm watching him yesterday. He is rushed. I don't think he is, like his touch is good, but in front of the goal, he's not as clinical as we think. Like, is Ekitike the player that we thought, right? That we thought he as good as we think he is, right? That Wirtz played well. I see the level of Wirtz, right? Yesterday, I saw the level of Wirtz. But if you're comparing how Wirtz played yesterday versus how Shirky played yesterday, well, it's fucking night and day, isn't it? It's night and day. It's a player that is full of confidence in Shirky. It's a player that is full in ball control, is magnificent, fantastic, versus a player that, yes, I played well for 30 minutes. But we are using, you know what? We are treating Wirtz as a 35 or a 30 million pound player, and we're treating Shirky as the 116 million players. Let me give you what I mean. Even Shirky was injured. Shirky started, and when he came back to the team, he looked fantastic. When he went for a patch, we started questioning Shirky, right? Oh, was that this good? Was that good? Is he deserve our praise? And then we're treating Wirtz as the 30 million pound player. Yeah, he has good touches here and there. And yeah, Shirky looks good on the ball. That's not how you talk about 116 million pound player. 116 or 120 or 110 million pound player, especially an attacker player, should be able to change the game on their own. On their own. And I mean on his own. Wirtz, for the price that is paid, listen, I like Wirtz. Looks good on the ball. His touches are great. But the media and us, and including me, when I stream with Hussam, including myself, we're treating Wirtz as Ede. We're treating Wirtz as it's Morgan Gibbs White. Yeah, he looks good on the ball. What? No, but it's not been. Listen, but I'm going to give you an example, Sean. Me and Hussam yesterday, yeah. Me and Hussam not only yesterday, on Ahwa, on MHF, we've been saying, yeah, I can see the talent. It looks good. We're treating Wirtz as he's a youngster, an 18, a 20 years old boy that came for 20 million. And yeah, we can see the talent. You get the point. You get the difference between judging a player, right, as a player that, yeah, we can see the good touches here and there, and actually judging output, leading the game, changing the game on your own. That's a guy that Liverpool broke the record for. Is it because of Arne Slot? It might be. It might be. You know what I mean? It might be because of Arne Slot. But also sometimes Wirtz yesterday had a chance to take a good shot, and he didn't. Like Ekitike yesterday should have scored at least one of the two chances. Wirtz had a shot that he literally just shot it at Trafford, and that is not good enough. You know what I mean? We are treating exactly this. Shirky, Wirtz has the talent. He's just not allowed. What do you mean not allowed it? What does that even mean? Not allowed it. What does that mean? Not allowed it? What not what I mean? Ekitike and Wirtz are amazing, just a bad team. Can you define amazing? What does that mean, amazing? What does that mean? Amazing. Okay, based on what amazing? Number one, Ekitike didn't have an amazing career for us to say. Like, Wirtz had a career. Wirtz is invincible. Wirtz played well in Germany. Wirtz plays well for the German national team. So you can say that, yeah, we have evidence of Wirtz being great. Ekitike, yeah, he played well in the beginning of the season for Liverpool, but like Ekitike didn't have like a fantastic season at Frankfurt. Like he's not like amazing. So Ekitike is good. I think he should be waiting for Isak, to be honest, to come back and actually make changing. Number one, Ekitike isn't amazing for France because Ekitike isn't even a starter for France, just to be honest with you. Right? Ekitike didn't even, like Ekitike as a player is not, like he hasn't, like Ekitike doesn't have a record of him being fantastic, you know what I mean? Like he's not. The guy in his French career, I'm not mistaken, he played 8 games, scored 2 goals. That's his France career. His France career is 8 games, 2 goals. Probably half of them are like friendlies or something. That is the reality. You know what I mean? Like, so. But I'm not saying that he's a bad talent. He's a good talent. Very, very good. Sure. But for Liverpool, I wanted actually to see, I wanted us to watch what Tony Cascarino said about Liverpool, actually, because he said, like, I also, like, Liverpool yesterday, if I'm watching them yesterday, you start very well. How fragile are you by giving away that penalty? And I wanted to, I keep thinking about it. Are City great? Were City fantastic yesterday? They were. I thought some of the players were very good. I thought, again, Matheus Nunes. I thought Matheus Nunes is growing up to be one of the best right backs in the league, in my opinion. I thought Semenyo with the assist yesterday and the goal is played, I think I'll give him a 10 out of 10. Erling Haaland, of course, a 10 out of 10. Fantastic, especially the second goal is out of this world. I think Shirky looked phenomenal yesterday. I think he looked absolutely amazing. Shirky yesterday. But I still think that is the question that I keep asking City, and I keep asking myself, can City win every game from now until the next? Can they go to Chelsea and be amazing and beat Chelsea away? They can. I think they can. There is a possibility that they beat Chelsea away. But I think Pep Guardiola finally found the right lineup. But he's changing it a little bit every now and then with Nico O'Reilly in the middle or Nico O'Reilly on the left back. But it's number one, to finish the Liverpool, I think that he's going to get sacked by Thursday. I think you're going to get slapped by PSG. I know we have said that multiple times. I think we have said that multiple times about him. But I think he's going to get sacked by Thursday. I think Thursday morning, Liverpool will have a different... I think by Sunday, Liverpool will have a different manager. I think some of the players... I think now Mohamed Salah needs to stop playing, maybe play different players. Van Dijk, you have no alternative for Van Dijk. So for Liverpool, you're going to have to play him. Van Dijk. So I think it's Thomas, and I'm going to come to Arsenal later, not now. Slot is leaving, guys. I'm telling you, people are starting to turn on Arne Slot. People, you know, but the problem is for Slot, the reason why Slot The reason why Slot is staying is because I think is because the pundits and the big Liverpool people, and I'm convinced, we're still behind him, thinking that he's gonna be fixed. If Carragher turned, if the big pundits turn on him, FSU would have sacked him. The problem in only the fans, the smaller content creators were against him. Now everyone is turning on him. Now I was listening to Steve Nicole, and he turned on him. You know what I mean? I'm listening to other people, and they turned on him. So I think now he's gonna get sacked Thursday, right? But who's gonna be the manager? It's gonna be Gerrard. I don't know, guys. Can we get to 200 likes live? Hit the like button for the giveaway, guys. Vote, because we want to see, vote. And actually, let's get the likes to 100 first, and then we move on from there. Right? Let's get the likes up. And then we move on from here. Hit the like button. Salah of last season would have scored at least 2 yesterday. I don't like calling players finished, but yeah, I said that many times. I think Salah, it's confidence, it's joints, it's hips, it's everything. I think he's done. I genuinely believe he's done. I actually believe that maybe Salah is done, to be honest with you. Maybe. I think he is. Like, I think the guy is finished. And what I mean by finished is like, he can't shoot the same. He can't pass the same. I think he can't do a lot of stuff that he used to do. Like, the weight of the pass and everything. So I think he's finished, genuinely. Right? I think he's finished. Done. No, I wouldn't, because I think he's done. I genuinely believe that Salah is done. And when the player is done like this, I think, Van Dijk is not finished. He's not finished. But I think Salah is finished. It's in terms of like power and his feet and all this stuff, I think he can't shoot the same, he can't pass the same, he can't run the same, he can't change directions the same. So I think he's done. Genuinely, I think he's done. Right? Like Salah is a player that, as my man here is saying, Salah is a player that you don't fear anymore. I mean, Van Dijk is done. I don't think that Van Dijk is done like that, what you mean. The problem is the whole team, as the defender, the whole team is done. This is the midfield. And I think the tactics is exposing Van Dijk as well. He's not done. I don't think that Van Dijk is the same level as before in terms of like tackles, interceptions. But I don't think he's like done, finished in the top. Like Van Dijk can play a season, 2 seasons, and can be good. The problem is Van Dijk now cannot carry people. Cannot carry people around him. Like I think, like let me give an example. I don't think that Diaz at Man City is done. Diaz still is not a bad defense. But Diaz needs a system around him. He can't run the same. So Diaz is not. When forwards are done, they are done. They can shoot, they can pass. Defenders, they can adjust. You know what I mean? They can adjust. Like Van Dijk can adjust. He just needs players around him. Right? He just needs players around him. You know what I mean? That's the difference. But going to Manchester City, I was listening this morning to someone saying that the level that Man City played against Arsenal and played yesterday against Liverpool, they haven't seen, and I'm not sure how true this is, they haven't seen Arsenal reach this level this season. That level of Manchester City this season. I'm not sure if that is true, but I know that people have short memories and they forgot. Remember the Arsenal 8 games when they had 0 shots on targets, they had 8 clean sheets, 2 shots on target, something like this. I think at that time, Arsenal looked formidable. Arsenal looked ridiculously good. Had City looked good enough in the last some games? in the last 2 games, City looked very, very good against Arsenal, and yesterday they looked amazing. Should Arsenal be worried about City behind them? Right? I think there is a world where Arsenal should be worried about City. I think it depends on if you're looking at Manchester City, can they win? I think we're going back for the league. Don't blame me about Arsenal. Well, it depends. So no, but that's not what I want to ask you then. So I want to ask people in the chat, this is how this conversation goes. I don't want you to think about Arsenal. I want you to think about Manchester City. Can City win every game from now until the end of the season? There is City have 8 games left, huh? Can City win away at Everton? Can City win away at Chelsea? Are City guaranteed to win away at Bournemouth? So, apart from Arsenal doing their job or not doing their job, our City, do we think, we watch City, yeah, we watched the last 2 games. Do we think that this City team can win every game from now until the end of the season? This is it. This is it where City win every game, go on a run, collect 24 points until the end of the season. To be real with you, I think not winning every game, but I also think Arsenal not winning every game. But if both not win every game, right? If Arsenal don't win every game, and City don't win every game, Arsenal still win the league. Big up Igal Habibi. There is fans that would rather Arsenal lose the league than be proven wrong and Arteta win. There is a lot of them. There is a lot of them, Igal. There's a lot of people that would rather have Arsenal lose the league for them to be right that Arteta is a bottle job. Yes. 100% Igal. The way Arsenal look now, they would lose more games. Well, I think it depends because I thought that Arsenal would bounce back against Southampton. But my problem with Arsenal yesterday, to be honest with you, is Arsenal played attacking football. Like Arsenal actually yesterday played attacking football, created chances. They had good opportunities. They reached the final third. They played good with each other. And again, the problem is the guy that looked the best out of everyone is a 16 years old, Max Tauman. Gabriel Jesus looked washed. I thought Kai Havertz. The problem with Kai Havertz is he had that assist, which is a great movement by him and a fantastic pass. But him and Gabriel Jesus, it doesn't work at all. And I think the difference between Pep and Arteta now is that going forward, here's the difference. Going forward, Pep found the solution. And in the back, Pep also found the solution with Kozanov and Gehi. For Arsenal, yesterday, I saw problems defensively, which is something I haven't seen before. I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? Like, I have seen problems at Arsenal in terms of defending and positioning. For example, for their goals, the position, I know that Ben White made a mistake. But even before that, remember that before the goal, they were getting, Southampton were getting good position. They were getting 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4. And for me, I thought the Arsenal struggled. And I'm going to tell you Arsenal struggled. Why? Because if Gabriel has to do a last-ditch tackle inside the 18, that is not the Arsenal used to prevent teams from having the shot. Remember in the beginning of the season, when Arsenal used to prevent people from having the shots. So here's the problem we got. I thought that Norgard yesterday, and that's the midfield. You're right in the midfield balance, but I think it's a dilemma that needs to be fixed. Because I thought that yesterday, Odegaard and Norgard, in the second phase of the game, they actually played very well. Because how many times you saw Daman on the ball on the right side, you saw Martinelli on the left, you saw Arsenal around the 18. So they get the ball forward and it comes back, and Arsenal are doing well in the second phase, right, of the game until it reached the final third. Because I think Norgard picks the right passes going forward, and I think Odegaard is driving with the ball, is actually getting the ball to Daman. Of course, the problem is the final third. The problem is when you play Rice and Zubamendi, you don't have that. Zubamendi is fearful of passing forward, and Rice doesn't pass forward as much as Odegaard and doesn't get the ball forward. Right? And you can say all you want, Igal, about we know why Jesus and Kepa and Mazos Kelly and Ben White don't play much. Look, Ben White yesterday had an off game. I think so. And I think maybe that's why they don't play. But I don't think that Arteta knew that Mazos Kelly would be that shit. I don't know why Mazos Kelly looked shit. I don't know why. Mazos Kelly looked awful yesterday. It's not that he looked awful defensively. He looked terrible on the ball. And if you compare him, like if I'm comparing Mazos Kelly to how Nico O'Reilly played, it's night and day, the confidence. And it's a confidence thing, to be honest with you. It's a confidence thing. If I'm looking at the team yesterday, I thought Norgard, people said that Norgard didn't play well. I thought Norgard played well. And if you look at the difference between Zubamendi and Norgard passes the ball forward a lot. You know what I mean? Mazos Kelly in the midfield was afraid of going forward like he did last season against Real Madrid and other teams. In my opinion. The problem in the last two games is that Arteta disrupted our strong point by playing Kepa. How are people blaming Kepa? Yesterday. We win games by having a solid defense, and he took that away. But yesterday, the defense has to do with Kepa. What? What? Kika, I completely disagree with you. I completely disagree with you. I agree with Marco in the chat, Kika. Yesterday, Southampton yesterday showed quality going forward that caused your defense to be in trouble. You're not going to tell him that even Ben White is worse than the Southampton players. You aren't going to tell me that Lewis Kelly is worse than the Southampton players. You aren't going to tell me that yesterday Gabriel made a couple of mistakes yesterday. What's his name? Mosquera made a couple of mistakes. I know that he made a great tackle. But we're looking at your defense. Not only you look at, oh my God, the Kepa. Positioning was not right. Marking was not great. Like coverage is not great. And I think that it's a problem individually as well. And maybe tactics defensively. You know what I mean? Kepa. People are trying to blame Kepa for Arsenal yesterday. It's ridiculous. Because it wasn't Kepa's yesterday. I don't know what is going on. Sahir who? What is this? I don't even see that thing. No, let that person be. Like, I don't think that you can blame Kepa yesterday at all, my man. Man, Frank, is it? The Kepa pylon is getting tired now. The whole team was rubbish yesterday. I think Max Dowman showed the only guy that is saved from yesterday. What Kepa was rubbish yesterday in what aspect? Like, what did Kepa do wrong? What does... Okay, just ban him then. Just remove him. Hide user edition. Done. So, Kepa didn't do it. Kepa passed the ball forward. Kepa released quickly. Kepa did everything that is correct. Like yesterday, it's on the rest. It's on Gabriel, the leader. It's on Odegaard, the captain. It's on Gabriel Jesus. Like Martinelli, for example, and I said that yesterday. Martinelli yesterday, literally, he's not, by the way, I feel that Martinelli is reaching a level where when he plays, it's a payday for him. It's a job. I swear to God, we were talking about this, and I was talking about this with a guy the other day. I was talking about there are players. We weren't even talking about the Premier League. We're talking about players in our team. We're talking about some players come into play, they don't care about the team as much. They care about, I put in a cross, I took a shot, I took a couple of shots, I dribbled a couple of dribbles, I got past my guy. And I feel like Martinelli is reaching that level. Martinelli is reaching a level where it's, because at the end of the game, when Arsenal were losing, I didn't think that Martinelli was trying to cross and trying to shoot, but I thought that, he took that shot that went to the goalkeeper, and I thought that, I took the shot and that's about it, you know what I mean? So, I think that guy is done. As an Arsenal player, I think he's finished. I think he's done, in my opinion. I think he's done, to my opinion. And I think your attack has a problem. I think your Arsenal attack, Max Dahman showed you that your attack has a problem. Listen, the 2 goals you conceded are 2 goals that, I think the second goal is way more damning than the first goal, because I think the first goal, it's an individual mistake that can be avoided. Like, people are not going to do this every single game. You know what I mean? If Ben White is doing this every single game, you would say, it's a recurrent mistake. It's Timber doesn't do this every game. Ben White is not going to do this every single game if he plays again. The problem is the second goal. How can they cut through your defense like this and have that many players inside the 18 without anyone facing them? How come? And Saliba came in late to cover. I thought the midfield, I thought Zumamendi wasn't even covering at all in that one. It's not about Kepa, it's about the security. يا عمي بقى والله العظيم بلا security بلا خرج. كيكا. It's not about the security, my ass, bro. Security, my ass. What is this? You didn't lose because of security. Your defenders train with Kepa every day. Do you think that every single team talk about this? You're playing Southampton. It's not that you were playing Real Madrid or prior PSG. You were playing Southampton. You think Gabriel was scared because Kepa was behind him? Absolutely. I'm telling you, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Gabriel didn't care that Kepa's behind him. He didn't. Nobody cared that Kepa's behind. Nobody cared that Kepa's behind. It's you're playing Southampton. Nobody cared. You think Gabriel every time he's thinking, it's Kepa. No, it's not. Because in the league, listen, we have a fantastic goalkeeper in the league, right? And our second goalkeeper is not as good. You think against weaker teams, if I'm playing a top team, yes, I'm thinking that my top goalkeeper is not there. Yes, I agree with you. But if I'm playing a team that is Southampton, there is 26 league positions difference between you and them. You think Gabriel played thinking about Kepa? Kika, you gotta be doing better than this, Habibi. You gotta be doing better than this. And by the way, I'm just gonna congratulate you on Bosnia reaching the World Cup. I'm sure it was fantastic. You didn't tell us about this. It's like building a team around a striker and taking him out, but your team is not built around David Raya. Okay. Now we are reducing the Arsenal team of David Raya. We are reducing the Arsenal team to a David Raya. Is that where we are? Are we reducing everything that Arsenal do? Are we reducing the strength of on David Raya? Are you reducing the team to David Raya? You aren't building around David Raya. David Raya is fantastic. But you aren't built, the Arsenal team aren't built around David Raya. This is not Haaland. Man City are built around Haaland. Arsenal aren't built around David Raya. You aren't. And you aren't going to tell me that the whole system is... And by the way, Arsenal system yesterday didn't look bad going forward. Max Dahman created chances. Because Max Dahman looked good. Because you scored a goal. When Eucharist came on, you scored a goal that looked good when Gabriel went forward and the through pass. Odegaard had a couple of chances. Odegaard should have fucking scored. That is, by the way, You know, Mikel Arteta. You know, I'm gonna praise Martinelli here. That Odegaard chance that he didn't miss. He kind of hit both legs. That is a training ground chance. Cut back, Odegaard free. That's not Arteta. So the system, by the way, the system fucking worked. The system worked. The system worked yesterday. Offensively, you created the chances that you should have been out of sight in the first half. You should have scored 2 goals in the first half in the beginning and you should have been out of sight. This is it. You should have been out of sight yesterday. Odegaard let you down. I thought Jesus let you down. I thought that. By the way, Martinelli had plenty of chances to shoot and he didn't shoot. And I think it's one of the things is the difference between Arsenal and Man City now is that I think things are going well for Man City in terms of like when they do things, it's going their way, which is players' confidence, execution, and everything. Right? I thought the players had chances yesterday that they didn't convert. 100%. That as well was a wrong choice. That's the wrong choice. Absolutely the wrong choice. And a wrong approach to the game. But again, even with Havertz and Jesus, you had 2 clear-cut chances that you should have scored in the first half. Clear-cut. Yeah, Odegaard didn't even hit the target. What does that mean? What does that mean? Man City defend very individually as well. Arsenal had plenty of chances yesterday to win the game, and anyone that says otherwise, they're, you know what I mean? Anyone that said otherwise, they're just not watching. Like Arsenal yesterday had a lot of chances. No, they didn't have 12 shots. They had 12. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So for me, if I'm looking at yesterday, is that going to continue in the league? We'll see. But I'm going to say, I have to say something. I think Max Dauman have to play for Arsenal. So Man City found their way of playing. Man City found a way of playing. Arsenal, I don't think that you have found the right formula yet. Because Odegaard is back. Is Zubamendi and Rice Odegaard? Or is it Zubamendi, Rice, and Havertz and Eucharist? Like we haven't seen, it's Odegaard with Eucharist. Odegaard refused to pass to Eucharist anyway. Right? So, next game, you're playing Bournemouth at home, right? Are you playing Bournemouth at home? You play Bournemouth at home. Are you going to play Eucharist up top and Odegaard? Also, are you going to start Max Dauman? Is Saka fit? Because, you know what? I'm not even talking about the Champions League because I think that Arsenal will come back from Sporting with I'm not thinking about Sporting Lisbon at all, by the way. At all. I'm not thinking about Sporting Lisbon at all, by the way. I am thinking about something else completely. If I'm an Arsenal fan, Sporting Lisbon, I don't care about the first game as much. Arteta's going to go there. He's going to come back with a positive result. And he's going to bring it back to the Emirates and he's going to win. So that's what I'm thinking. It's the league. And I don't think the Arsenal are favorites to win the Champions League anymore. With the way you're playing now, I don't think you're favorites to win the Champions League. I know that the team is thinking about Sporting Lisbon, yes. I know he's going to play Odegaard, Rice, and Zubamendi, Eucharist, Saka, and Martinelli against Sporting Lisbon. I know that. These are the people that are going to start. Right? And I don't know who's going to play at the back. Is it Mosquera, Saliba? It depends on how Gabriel is, to be honest with you. But if I'm looking at Arsenal, listen, it is a little bit of it's worrying, to be honest with you. It is worrying. If you play like, it is worrying that your defense is now conceding goals. The the 9-point lead will not sustain if Arsenal keep playing this currently. But that's what everyone is saying, MT. They're saying that they don't think that Arsenal will keep playing like this. So can I ask everyone in the chat? It's a yes or no question. And also, guys, we're 3 likes away from 300 and we are targeting 200 for the giveaway. Giveaway shirt. It was fantastic yesterday. So giveaway shirt is happening. From OK Jersey, of course. You know the drill. Do you think the Arsenal will continue playing like this? Or do you think Arsenal will bounce back? I want to know what people think. I want to know what people think. Will Arsenal bounce back or they continue like this? Anybody, rivals or not rival? Can I know what people think? Yes or no before I do the next one? Yes or no? Everyone in the chat, it's a yes or no. Why I can't see any comments? Easy bounce back. Easy. I'm asking the question. One. I have a feeling they will continue. So, okay. So the response to you is Juan here is saying that wasn't the starting defense for Arsenal. It's Nkapi. It's either Calafiori. It's other people as well. Edward. Big up Edward. Happy Easter to all who celebrate. Big up Edward all the way. Okay, Jersey.com, guys. We did the giveaway yesterday. The guy's going to send us a picture of the shirt yesterday. It was fantastic giveaway. If you haven't checked OK Jersey, this is OK Jerseys. Edward, big up Edward. I would like to grab a jersey. Check out okjersey.com, people. If you haven't, big up Edward. Thank you for the support, as always. Appreciate you. If you haven't checked OK Jersey, make sure you do, guys. Scan the QR code. Come on. Can I do something? Type 1 if you have bought some. Type 1 in the chat if you have bought something from OK Jersey, from here or Osama's channel. Type 1 in the chat. Type 2 if you haven't. I want to know how many people actually type. How many people bought stuff from okjersey.com? Type 3 if you went to the website, you checked it out, and you haven't bought anything. Happy Easter, everyone. Wow. Let's go. There you go. Big up, Marco. 3, you have checked it out. Check them out. If you type 2 in the chat, you haven't checked them out, you got to check them out. You have to check them out at least. Scan the QR code. 3, a lot of people check them out, which is fine. That's great. We're going to do a giveaway today. There is Bosnia kit there. There is a Bosnia kit there. We're going to do a giveaway today. Our attackers are not good. We rely on a solid defense and attackers scoring 1 or 2. Playing Kepa disrupted it in the final and yesterday. But I think that you didn't lose yesterday because of Kepa, and I don't think that the players cared as much about Kepa. To be honest with you, Kika, I don't think the players cared that Kepa is there. But by the time you type 3, you can like the damn video. Like the damn video, people. Like the video. 70%, you're 70% thinking that Arsenal will play like this. You're afraid. That is actually crazy. That is actually nuts that you're thinking like this, you know? I wanted actually to listen together to what Sky Sports said about the Arsenal versus the Arsenal and Man City comparison of yesterday. So we're just gonna have to do it. You know, you're 70% thinking that you will play like this, like yesterday. It's crazy, actually. Let's actually listen to this.
Martin, brilliant win for Southampton. We will, of course, come to them in a moment, but the big headline is, of course, Arsenal. 49 games this season, they had 3 defeats, and they've now lost back-to-back in 2 different competitions. Blip or a crisis?
It's not a crisis because they're 9 points clear in the league. They're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and if you'd have said at the start of the season, would you take that? There's not an Arsenal fan that wouldn't bite your hands off for that. So it's not a crisis, but when an elite team, as Arsenal are, lose a big match like they lost the Carabao Cup final and are outplayed as they were at the Carabao Cup final, you immediately look at how do they bounce back? What's their reaction to this? And they've gone to Southampton and lost. It's not their first team. You know, there's no Declan Rice, there's no Timber, but it wasn't a great Arsenal performance. They're out of 2 competitions. The 2 competitions they still in are the biggest ones. But they're also the hardest to win because you've got Manchester City closing. The interesting thing I thought yesterday is that the level of performance. I know we'll come on to Man City later in the program.
Listen to this part, and I want you guys. It's one of the points that I wanted to discuss. Okay, it's a very important point.
But the level of performance of Manchester City against Liverpool, I don't think I've seen Arsenal play like that all season. They played really well in their own way, but you haven't seen them turn in a performance like the one that City put on Liverpool yesterday. And you look at that and you think, this could be interesting. This could get interesting now.
Is that a question? Is that a yes or no question? Have Arsenal played up to the level of Manchester City that Manchester City played against Liverpool yesterday? Is that something that we can actually think about and say, yeah, Man City have reached levels that Arsenal haven't reached this season? I don't know why I don't think so. I don't know why I don't think so. Like, I think that the period where Arsenal were beating teams and not having any chances against them, that is a period that I don't think that is the peak of Arsenal season, in my opinion. Peak Arsenal season is that, in my opinion. That's the peak. Right? Oh, today, yeah, the West Ham game is happening. Oh, it's 7 is that Leeds are winning 2-0. So Arsenal beat Aston Villa 4-1, which is, I think that was that the 4-1 thing? That was, yeah, Aston Villa as well. Like, I think that there is levels that Arsenal played that was better even than the City, because maybe, or similar. Right? Or similar. Very, very similar. Leeds are beating West Ham. Yeah, I know. That game is finished anyway. We need to get the likes up to do the giveaway, guys. We need 200 likes live. Let's hear.
Jason, Kit Shepherd from the Sunday Times was at the game. Season stalls at wrong time.
I don't want to hear this. No this, no that. They told us their second squad is better than ours. Yeah, you're right. And actually yesterday, you say their second squad. Ben White should be great. Jesus is the second team. Norgard looked good. Who's biased? I am biased. Did you forget that they spent 100 million in January to catch up to you, not to surpass you, though? Is it to surpass you or to catch up to you? Because remember, City still played yesterday. Bernardo, that is finished. They played Kuzanov, a young defender. Matthias Nunes, that is not a right back. They played Doku, who's not great. They played Trafford, the second goalkeeper. There is a lot of things that you think about yesterday that I am thinking that there is... Man City didn't even... Like, Man City players yesterday Kuzanov is not their starting defender. Doku is good, but how many goals and assists did Doku get? I like Doku, but that's Mo. But everyone else doesn't like Doku. Like everyone else, they don't like Doku. You know what I mean? Everyone else don't like Doku. So?
For sloppy, panicked Arsenal was the headline. Just a quote from his piece. This is how a season begins to unravel. Of course, Arsenal campaign is far from a lost cause and Southampton deserve huge
Why
credit.
is everyone putting the headlines, Arsenal are collapsing, this is the beginning of the collapse? What the fuck, bro? How is that lost? It's like Arsenal collapse. Arsenal is shit. Arsenal is garbage. Arsenal is not great. How the fuck, bro? Bro, Matheus Nunes is. I like Matheus Nunes, to be honest with you. I think Matheus Nunes, he gets a shot for one of the best right backs in the league.
Credit for engineering this upset, but Mikel Arteta's side was sloppy, panicked and outwitted on the South Coast. Martin alluded to it there. It wasn't their first team, but this game was like sandwiched in between that international break as well, wasn't it? Whereby there was a lot of criticism towards Arsenal and Mikel Arteta for the number of player withdrawals that there were from the internationals. How big a test is this now for Arteta? Not only on the pitch, but off it as well.
No, I think it is. I think it absolutely is. I think we thought with
I think if Arsenal, and here is the danger, I think if Arsenal get a good result against Sporting Lisbon, all the noise will be silent. And I think if City win against Chelsea as well, everyone will say, yeah, City are ready now. But what is more likely to happen? I don't know, to be honest with you. I actually don't know if City are going to go to Chelsea and win. Chelsea look like they have momentum now with this. I know it's 7-0, I know it's Port Vale, but Chelsea might have momentum. City have momentum as well. It's going to be a tough game for... remember that the last game at Etihad, Chelsea drew City. So all of this noise will absolutely go away. All the noise, it will go away if Arsenal beat Sporting Lisbon. The confidence will be back. That's what I think. Do I trust City to beat Chelsea? I'm 50-50, to be honest with you, especially if the game is at Stamford Bridge. But I'm not sure if Chelsea are going to be up for it. But remember, I might be underestimating Sporting Lisbon. I might be. I might be underestimating Sporting Lisbon. But I'm also thinking that Arsenal aren't going to lose. You know, the problem is now with Arsenal is that we keep saying that Arsenal used to not lose. Now it's back-to-back losses is something that you never thought of. Not the Sporting game. I agree with you, AMT. I agree with you 100%. It's for me the Bournemouth game. And the reason why it's the Bournemouth game, because even if Arsenal draw 1-1, 0-0 to Sporting, nobody cares. That happened against Bayer Leverkusen. I think the problem is the Bournemouth game at home. I think the problem is it will be the Bournemouth game. I don't think that Arsenal... Abdias will think about it like this. I think they will think about it. We go there, we get a good point. We get a draw, and then we come back and we should be all right. You know what I mean? Should be all right. But I agree with AMD. It's not that. It's more the Bournemouth game.
the Carabao Cup final, then an international break, you thought, actually, that's not too bad for Arsenal, certainly give them some time to reset, go again for this cup tie, and then going into this huge week of having Sporting Lisbon away, and then I think it's Bournemouth, isn't it, the next in the Premier League. But no, I think the interest is really that, you know, they've not been here. They've been here before in terms of trying to win things, but they've not got over the line yet. And that's why the questions will be asked, and the focus will be on Arteta, because like everyone's looking to him now to try and steady the ship and try and get them, you know, obviously into the two major tournaments they really want to win, the Champions League and the Premier League. I think, as Martin said, he said from the start of the season, you'd be in the last day of the Champions League and 9 points clear of the Premier League, but you'd be out of the two domestic cups. The Premier League, yeah, fine, absolutely no problem at all with that. But the point is, they've got to now do it, and there'll be a lot of nervousness.
I think with 7 games left for Arsenal, 7 games left, I actually think that there is 7 games left. One of them is against City, so you have a chance to go there and not lose, right? 7 games left. 6 points ahead, assuming that City will win their game. I think everybody will take that. If you tell Arsenal fans you're at 6 points ahead with 7 games left for you, I think we will lose at the Etihad. Stop that garbage. When was the last time then you lost at the Etihad, Ashraf? I don't know. I think that you can get a point. So why are you assuming this? Why are you assuming that you will lose at the Etihad? Why are you assuming this? When was the last time we lost to City, period, in the cup? But Kepa, I am someone who believes that if it wasn't for Kepa, City might not have scored. They might have, listen, before the Kepa mistake, there was not peppering your goal. They were dismantling you tactically. They were the better team on the pitch. They were completely having all the position and you couldn't get out of the press. Yes. But again, I've seen Arteta and his team defend for a long period of times without conceding. I told you this. If it wasn't for Kepa, I don't think you might not have lost again, but it's a cup game, right? And also, at the Etihad, there will be way more pressure on City to win than Arsenal to win, unless you lose against Bournemouth. Okay, so I'm thinking City win against Chelsea. See, I'm gonna play your game. City win. I am not. I'm providing the argument that I don't do this. I provide the argument that is logical. See, I don't do the hypotheticals. I'm not doing worst case scenario for City and best case scenario for Arsenal or vice versa. I'm doing the logical scenario, right? So listen to me first. I'm going to assume that City will win at Stamford Bridge, even though it's away. And Arsenal will win against Bournemouth at home. They're going to the Etihad. It's 9 points, right? I don't think so. I didn't do that. When did I fucking do this? When? So hear me out and then you can debate me, right? You can debate. If Arsenal win against Bournemouth, listen, if they lose against Bournemouth, completely different scenario. If Arsenal win against Bournemouth and City win, they're going with 9 games, with 9 points, right? Who must win? Who must win? Can't be logical saying Arsenal will draw at the Etihad the way they are playing more. So, okay, so hear me out. So people think. So give me percentages, and I'm going to play your game. Give me percentages. I need percentages. Give me, you think, okay, so let's imagine that City win against Chelsea and Arsenal win against Bournemouth. It's a must win for City, right? It's a must win for City. It might be. Give me percentages. What do you think the percentage is for win, draw? I think there is a 10% chance that Arsenal win the game, which is very low. There is 90% left. Give me the percentage of what percentage you think City will win and what percentage you think it can be a draw. 60% City win, 30% a draw, 10% Arsenal win. I agree with the 10%. I actually think that I agree with it, but I think that draw is a result for Arsenal that Arsenal can get. Someone said 80% City winners. I can't take you seriously. Arsenal will not beat City at the Etihad. Arsenal will not beat City at the Etihad. I don't think that Pep Guardiola is going to allow this. So German Chicken Wing, I agree with Ashraf. So it's 60, 30, 10. That's what you guys think. I would put 50, 40, 10, Something like this. So my point about all these percentages is that it's not far-fetched that I think that if City must win, the pressure is more on City. You think the pressure is more if the pressure is more on City to win or Arsenal? Yeah, Arsenal won't beat City. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think that Arsenal will beat City at the Etihad. I'll be very surprised if that happens. City can beat Arsenal at the Etihad. No one said that. City can beat Arsenal at the Etihad. Right? City can beat Arsenal at the Etihad. I'm not saying that City won't beat Arsenal at the Etihad. For me, there is, because I've seen Arsenal play for draws and get a draw. That's the difference, guys. I've seen Arsenal play for the draws and get draws. So how am I crazy to think that? We will win the league, but if Teta doesn't win the Champions League, he basically told us he will never win a cup. You have a squad, optimal draws, and you still lose. There is people that actually, Wallahi Ashraf, I'm going to tell you something if you're still watching, Ashraf. Wallahi, I was listening to a podcast, Turkish podcast, and they said that even if they win the league and Arsenal don't get in the window and get a difference maker or a Maverick up top, and he stick with a Martinelli, then he gets he replaces Trossard, and he gets a backup winger as well, or a winger at the same level, they think he needs to go. And I'm talking about very positive Arsenal fans. Very super positive Arsenal fans. People that have been behind Arteta for a while said that. And I was so surprised, you know. Wallahi, I was very, very surprised that they said that. They said even if he wins the league, right, they think that maybe if there is an opportunity to get someone that will change the shape of the team, yes. They think they should change. There are managers out there that maybe can take this Arsenal team to the next level. You know that. Even Kika has always been a backs Arteta. You're saying this. No, some people. Here you go. That's a very positive Arsenal. Just to respond to you, Scott. That's a very positive Arsenal fan. That's someone who have stood behind the team the whole year. I'm just here. I like this. We're discussing possibilities here. If Arteta wins the league, Lim get over the line, but there is a better opportunity arises to play better football and still take it to the different level. Do you think that you should change? I agree. By the way, I agree with this. You can stay behind the team and still want a change for the better. That doesn't mean you hate the team. Right? The question should be who needs to win more. For me, 50-50 more important, 55% more important. I think City need the win more. City need the win way more. City need the win more, in my opinion. In that game. People can't fathom that even maybe if Arteta wins the league, guys, I'm going to ask you guys something. Can we get the likes up? Oh, it's 11 minutes of added time, bro. This is fucking weird. Guys, I need 200 likes. Hit that like button. He doesn't know how to build an attack. He can't win a cup. He will barely win the league. We know everything we need to know. And the response is, you guys are hilarious. A manager is going to win you their first league title in 22 years after you yourself say that the team isn't good enough. And you're going to ask him to be sacked. But you're not understanding. The problem is, if he doesn't go, if he's not getting good players, that means next season will look the same. But I actually think something. You know what? Even with the same team that Arsenal has now, if Pep Guardiola leaves, as it is reported, by the way, I'm going to say that. If Pep Guardiola leaves, okay, I want to ask something for everyone, including Man City fans. Including Man City fans, I'm going to ask something. Forget fucking Sky Sports. If Arsenal win the league, Man City win the double, domestic double, Arsenal don't win the Champions League. Okay? I'm just going to play that game. Liverpool get Xabi Alonso. Arsenal keep Mikel Arteta. Man City get Maresca. As it's reported, again, not Judge Mo, as it's reported, Vincent Kompany says he's staying 1 more year or 2 more years. And the summer goes and Arsenal get one attacker, Julian Alvarez. Liverpool get Barcola. Man City, I don't know, Man City will get somebody. We'll get Elliot Anderson. Okay, let me just play that game. Man City will get Elliot Anderson. So here you go. Man City get Elliot Anderson. Liverpool will get a Barcola and Diamonde. And we sit here in August. The league is about to start. You know, we're going to do shows all summer, right? All summer, we're going to do shows. And Arteta is going to get an attacker. Whoever the attacker is, right? And we sit here. It changes, but that's the thing. It changes everything if you get Kvaratskhelia. But I don't think you will get Kvaratskhelia, right? But that's the report, that Enzo will be your manager. That's the report. Enzo Maresca. The City want Enzo Maresca. So I'm playing. I am actually, I'm not in the know, my man. I am someone who does this from news. That's the news around me. When did he say that? Don't tell me it's 2-2. For real? I don't think he said that. No, still everyone is saying he hasn't made a decision. He's delaying the final decision. West Ham. Damn. I need to watch this game. Maybe I need to watch the game. Arteta coached 22-23, 23-24. He can coach more front-footed approach more. Why don't people give him a chance, at least if we win the Prem, to sort out the attack? Yeah, probably you're right here. I think you're right. I think you have a point here. I think you do have a point. Maybe it is. Wow, it's 2-2. It's ridiculous. Hold on. Is there a record or something? Or is it, there is a VAR? Might be disallowed. Nobody says anything. I turned on the game. Why your views on this is a media could be partly to play now kids around. Yeah, the goal is given. Pressure, but at the same time, Arsenal is in a good spot and chances. What? What's your view on this? Is a media could be partly to play now, could be partly to play now kids around. Can you put this better, man? Do you think really after winning the league they won't change? I think he might change the way he plays next season. I think he does. Hold on, that's a definite free kick, bro. Are we mad? How is that being given? How is that given, bro? If that is anywhere on the pitch, that is a blatant robbery. My God. What the fuck? How's that given? That's a blatant robbery. Bro. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. Why didn't he change? Are we going to do the giveaway or what? Are we going to do the giveaway or what? Are we going to do the giveaway or what? Maybe after the game. Maybe after the game. Are we going to do the giveaway? Could the media be partly to blame for the pressure on Arsenal? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I remember there's a lot of media outlet that said that the league is over. Like, there is a lot of people that actually said giveaway after the match. There's a lot of people that said that the league is over. So I don't think it's that the case. Bro, if West Ham is going to go to penalty, there is no extra time. So yeah, definitely. Imagine if West Ham win it now. Imagine. Imagine if they win it now. If the team can't handle the media, we don't deserve to win anything. We'll see. It's Bournemouth's game is the game that I'm looking for, to be honest with you. Guys, hit that like button, guys. Come on, don't be like this. Like the damn video, people. Like the video. I don't think there is extra time. I think it's goes to penalties right away. I don't think it's about the mental. I think it's about them. I think it's about the quality, in my opinion. I think sometimes, okay, it's its mentality partly, but the quality is there, but they're not showing it. I didn't know there's extra time. Wow. I didn't know there's extra time. There is going to be free kick. Is this game over? Are you guys, what minute are you guys on? Was watching Charlton Liverpool women for the cup earlier. That went to extra time. Is Roma winning tonight? No, Roma are not winning. Be here on the chat and the watch along then. Is watch along Inter versus Roma. Gonna be hilarious. I'm so scared. I hope that we win. I am 101, 42 seconds now. By the time I say this, it's a free kick to West Ham. Not true. Not happening. It's a good header by Cavallon. Come on, Long. Ooh. Damn. Free kick. I don't care. Arsenal gave up in the Carabao Cup final, so mentality might be an issue. I don't know if it's an issue or not. Mo, give it up, lad. Arsenal are 2026 champions. The whole city coming up on the outside narrative is contemptible. I don't think that City are going to win the league, to be honest with you. What's your view on the media with all the clubs at the moment is they need to fix? You know what the problem is Liverpool are shit. I don't think Chelsea are good. I think Man United is on the rise. And Spurs are shit. So we'll see if Arsenal win against Bournemouth. Oh, that's the game over. That's the game. Now let's do the giveaway, guys. Let's do the giveaway. Give me a second. Let me just copy and paste. Guys, everyone, type OK jersey just as. Type OK jersey. Bro, Italy are cooked. Italy are cooked. Italy, there is no talent in Italy. Guys, do this so we can get the giveaway, guys. Guys, OK jersey to collect. If you don't type, you will not enter. And also learn that it delivers to the US, Canada, Mexico, South America, Europe, Jordan, probably some countries in Asia as well. So if you are, make sure that it delivers to you. So let's go. OK jersey so you can get your free shirt as we did yesterday. Come on, people. Everyone, like first. Guys, like the video and then type OK jersey in the chat. Come on. I'm going to do the timer here. I'm going to do a timer. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes for actually to type OK jersey. Here we go. OK jersey as it is. No upper cases, nothing. As it is on the screen. OK jersey. Come on. OK jersey. Guys, there is only 12 people that actually typed OK jersey. Make sure to copy paste. Come on. If you don't type, you're not going to enter. What? You need to copy paste my comment. Here you go. Here you go. Copy paste. Come on. OK jersey. So you can get your entry. You got 50 seconds. I'm surprised. There is only 18 people. It's very strange to me. This collected only 18 people. 20 now. Unless you guys are typing it wrong. Don't type too many times. It's not gonna happen to you. Come on. And the timer is off. So we're drawing now. Let's go. And the winner is... Wow. Betty Leo. Betty Leo, where is the person that won? You won your shirt, my man. You won your shirt. So they won. Betty Leo won. Right here. Damn. You won yesterday and you're a City fan. Is that person still here so I can tell him how to... My man. Yesterday a City fan won. The person has a... You need to give me a screenshot when you go and say view your account. You need to go to show me a screenshot. It's either you put your Twitter account in the channel You know, put your Twitter account in the channel, my man. Put your Twitter account in the channel and then text me from Twitter there. يا عمي, yesterday a City fan won. This dumb won yesterday. He's a City fan. He bought a City shirt in front of me. So my man Beto, you need to text me on Twitter. I'll give you the instruction. Anyway, I will see you guys on the watch along later today. I will see you guys on the watch along for Inter versus Roma. And we'll see you guys there. Come on, come support the channel. Enjoy the watch along. And I will see you guys there. Add your Twitter account in the channel and then text me from that Twitter account.